Hello and welcome back to my channel. We are on day 4 here of October and our art challenges. I am following the Inkwood art prompts, but I'm tripping over my own tongue here. I'm following the Inkwood art prompts from Dread Pirate Bree. I just really was inspired by her list this year, so that was the one I decided to go with. Today's prompt is Ivy, and so I'm doing something a little bit different here than I've done so far this month. I am doing just a simple pattern, just filling the page up with a bunch of different Ivy leaves. Ugh, I cannot talk today. Ivy leaves. I'm also working with gouache, and gouache is one of those materials that I have not really used that much. I love watercolor, and I do a lot of watercolor, but gouache is kind of like a cousin of it. It's a little bit different, and you'll see here I have a couple different palettes because the one palette I had put some gouache paints in and then I let it dry. I was trying to treat it very much like traditional watercolor. But as I've gotten a little bit more used to gouache and stuff, they just, to me, don't work as well like that. They're okay, but it takes a while to get them softened up and thick enough and creamy enough to use, because gouache is supposed to be thicker than watercolor, and it's supposed to be a little bit more opaque. And so I am trying to use up what is left in that one palette that has a lid on it, and instead just use it fresh from tubes. And I have a little ceramic palette on the side there that if I need fresh paint, I add it there. And if I can pull from my old paint, I pull it from the other palette. So, I mean, that's a long explanation for something that's probably not that important or interesting, but I just wanted to kind of explain that because it probably looks a little weird. So yeah, just keeping it really, really simple today with just doing a repeat pattern with ivy leaves. And I do enjoy doing these different kinds of patterns. I have been working on doing more patterns and where I might have some elements I paint and then I digitize it and then use the computer to put it into a pattern. So I don't do a lot of this kind of work where I just fill a page with a pattern and just keep going with it. So it was kind of fun to work on something a little different for me. And I also just really wanted to keep it simple for this. You know, that's one of the things to help keep going for something that's this long, you know, a full 31 days of trying to do some kind of artwork. So it's just, I like just kind of keeping it simple, just getting the practice in. I know I see there's a lot of stuff out there where some people can do very elaborate work, and I admire it. It's gorgeous. And I will be obsessing over them on Instagram and YouTube and wherever I find them. But I know that I'm not able to keep up with something like that. It's way too much time for me. So I'm just keeping it simple here and doing what I can. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.